morning. My name is Mr. Strasser, and I'm the school counselor out at the Sun Area Technical Institute. One of my responsibilities or one of my tasks each year is to go out and speak with students in our sending districts about the opportunities for them at the Sun Area Technical Institute. This year, my presentations have looked a little different due to COVID. So this morning, I'd just like to share a little bit of information about SunTech and what type of options are available for students. I've also been referencing our new promotional video as I'm going out and doing these presentations. That video is approximately 14 minutes in length. It highlights all 18 of our programs and includes some testimonials from recent graduates and a lot of action footage in the programs from students who graduated in the class of 2019 and the class of 2020. So I'd encourage you after this brief presentation, if you are interested in that, to reach out to Mrs. Fennell, reach out to Mrs. O'Connor, and check out the information in that video. A couple things I like to highlight with students when I go out and present is just that SunTech is one of many options all of you will have as you move forward and begin to plan, if you haven't already, for your senior year. I do not think it is the best option for everybody, and I certainly, in the grand scheme of things, I don't promote college or the military or those two over entering the high school, entering the workforce immediately after high school. I think all three are good options, and it really just depends on your career plan and what type of training, et cetera, you need to pursue that goal. So I like to always get that out of the way and say that you all as high school students and graduates, upcoming graduates, have a lot of opportunities out there, but it has to fit within your plan. Some of the benefits, if you would elect to come out to SunTech your senior year. As I said, the video will go into a lot more detail about each of our programs. I'm just going to highlight some of the key benefits or key factors. Each of our programs is a state-approved program of study. So in addition to our curriculum being guided by the Department of Education, our curriculum is always being modified and updated based on industry standards out in the workforce. Students in our programs have, in addition to completing the course of study here, which is 1 year in length, and earning a certificate of completion, students have the ability to earn additional industry credentials or industry certifications. And what that essentially is an additional document that shows that you are highly competent in specific areas. So the example I always use is automotive technology. If I go to SunTech my senior year and complete the automotive technology program, I get a certificate of completion. If I am successful and do the coursework and pass my state inspection test, that is an industry credential that I add to my resume to make me more marketable heading out into the workforce or off to post-secondary training. So students have the ability to earn industry credentials. Students also have the ability to earn some dual enrollment credit, either through the Penn College Now program or through a statewide articulation agreement program. Through completing one of our state-approved programs of study, students have the ability to earn advanced credit at certain colleges or universities throughout the Commonwealth and the nation. Some other cool things that I like to highlight is, in addition to the programming, the curriculum that you're exposed to, the chance to earn industry credentials, our instructors really do an awesome job at getting students out on industry tours or field trips to see what's going on out in the workforce, out in that specific area of study. They often have guest speakers come in from industry whether it's to talk about the current job market, do certain demonstrations in some of our programs, but it's a good networking opportunity for students because that guest speaker could someday down the road potentially be an employer. All of our students have the option if they'd like to go out on a job shadow. We try and get all the students here at Suntech at least one mock interview experience. A lot of times it's two, whether it's myself and a few colleagues conducting a panel type interview or a one-on-one interview, or we will have representatives from the CareerLink come in to really try and give students at least one, and if we can, two mock interview experiences throughout the year while they're here, where we will sit down, ask them interview-like questions, give them feedback on how they interviewed, give them feedback on their resume, cover letter, portfolio if they have one to present. So I've really found it's been a beneficial experience to a lot of students. And probably the biggest thing is our partnerships with industries and the ability for students to go out and take part in cooperative education, meaning that they are out at a job site related to their program of study, getting credit for their school day, but getting on-the-job experience, work experience, and getting paid for it. And a lot of times, if a cooperative education placement is successful, a lot of times it will result in that employer making some sort of offer for employment, whether it be part-time or in some cases, the employer will hire a co-op student full-time at the end of the school year. So again, some neat opportunities, some other benefits if Suntech if one of our programs fits into your career plan and can help you get to that end goal or achieve that goal. And over time, over my last almost 3 years here, I've seen students really come out and take advantage of a program for a number of reasons, whether it's a step along the way in preparing them to go on and further their education after high school, or it could be advanced training that will make them immediately employable and marketable after high school and enter the workforce. We have students that come out to take advantage of a program, get certified, and then go off and serve our country in the armed forces. And lastly, we have some students that will come out and take advantage of a program, get some training, get the experience, because it's either something they're interested in a hobby and maybe someday down the road make some extra money on the side, performing a job for someone, or maybe it's just one of their passions or a hobby that they want additional training, and it doesn't necessarily prepare them for a specific career necessarily, but it has the potential to open up more possibilities for part-time employment, maybe as they're pursuing training in a different field or paying their way through college. And the last thing I always like to touch on is sometimes I think it's a misconception that if students elect to come out to Suntech or participate in a CTE program, they somehow are disconnected or removed from their home district, and that is not the case at all. Here at Suntech, we encourage students to participate in extracurricular activities, whether it be interscholastic sports, school clubs, etc. We've made arrangements with districts in the past to get students back for class meetings, class trips, pep assemblies, and whatnot. So if you've spoken with any of our previous graduates, I'm sure they'll tell you and can agree with me, we try and promote your involvement in activities back at your home school, that you're not giving up your identity. You know, you're still a green dragon, even though you like to come to Suntech your senior year. So That's the end of my presentation. I appreciate your attention this morning. I wish you all the best of luck for the remainder of your junior year, and best of luck with your future plans and endeavors. Thanks again, and if you would have any questions, please reach out to your counselors, Mrs. Fennell, Mrs. O'Connor, or you could get more information on the SunTech website or our Facebook page. Thank you all, and take care and stay safe out there.